Hi everyone, Micah from Firebugs again. Going to teach you guys how to assemble another display. This one's called a 24 DRC, and we're also going to be showing you the 12 DRC. It's basically the same thing. Anyways, to get started with the 24 DRC tray, is going to be just two pieces. They are both white, so they might look alike. One's big, one's a little bit smaller. So to get started, you're just going to line up. You're going to identify two spots on the display that have these little tabs here. On the other side, there's none of them, so there should just be, only on this bottom side should there be these two tabs. You're going to line them up, or these slots I should say, slots rather. You're just going to kind of line them up as best as you can. They don't line up perfect, but they are good enough. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab this, and it does fold right here, so you're just going to kind of fold that and bring it straight up into there. It makes a lot of sense how that kind of lines up. And then the tricky part here is kind of getting this piece to fold in the middle. So if you do pre-fold, it'll be a little bit easier. It's going to kind of go like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab this flap or tab. If you can see, because my arm's kind of in the way. And it can kind of slide forward, that's fine. But what you're going to do is you need to then pull this up. Bear with me here. And that's going to kind of hold it together, if that makes sense. So this right wall is just going to come straight up to hold this in. And then this is going to push right into this slot on the right side. That's the hardest part to get started. Once you get going, it gets easier. So the next part is to fold this, keep it in the middle like that, and then you're going to do the same thing with this. Don't forget to grab the other side, because this part does need to go into there. A little tricky there, not explaining myself very well, but if that makes sense. Looks like that. You're just going to grab this, do the same thing you started with, fold it right in there. The only part you can't forget is that these tabs need to go down first before these come in. If you forget them, then it's going to be kind of hard to take back apart and put it together again. With this last top part, so this is the bottom, we have our slots. These need to line up. The top does not have those at all. Those two slots need to be in the same spot on the bottom. The next part, take the top, fold it in. Can you see that? All I like to do is I just grab these and this, fold it like this, push down on all these little tabs here, and this will just slide right in like that. Push them into the slots on the bottom, and there we have our 24 DRC tray. Now the next step, which is both the 12 unit DRC and the countertop display. This is the countertop display. It looks like this. It has turn them, don't burn them on it. Again, we don't want you burning your marshmallows ever, unless you like it that way. Anyways, we're going to show you how to assemble this really quick. Looks a lot harder than it is. So these two flaps, immediately you just grab these two side flaps and fold them in like this. I use my body to fold this part like this. So it's going to look kind of like that. And then what I do is I just grab this first tab and I fold it in right away. You fold this first tab in that I was using to push my chest down, it's pretty much already has a structure to it. Anyways, to get going, grab these two side flaps like this and this. These don't sit here very well. If you want them to sit well, you just need to kind of push on them harder so they fold into the slots more. Now this is kind of the hardest part of the construction. Turn, don't burn them. So to make it easier, you're going to kind of pre-fold these flaps so they already are bendy. They bend here and here and here. And what's tricky about this is that these tabs will fold out as you're trying to fold this in, if that makes sense. So make sure these tabs are kind of stuck in there so you can take another hand and grab this and just fold it back there so it's flat on the front. And then all that does, as long as these tabs are able to fold into it, all you got to do is click it, and once it clicks in, it's basically assembled forever. You can take it apart, but you have to be careful. To get the 24 unit display started, you just stock them first if you'd like. Push them in right there, and then we have another one over here. One goes on the bottom, one goes on the top. If you don't have the tray, you just have the 24 or the 12 unit countertop display, and that's literally all you need to do that. Stock it as you wish. Thanks for watching.